And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Here's Grant. Oh, Grant throws it down.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. Lillard against Porter. Outside for Levine. Now the Blazers moving it up. Grant outside. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Wide open look. Seattle pulls it in. This is the first time they've seen Portland this season.
These teams split the season series last year, neither making an impact in the conference overall.
Now here's Levine. In the game against New York, very impressive. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here. That sends Zach Levine to the free throw line. It goes on Denny Avdia. Seattle shooting their first free throw tonight. Both teams deciding to change it up. That free throw good from Levine. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
The international flavors just continue to boom in the NBA, and a big part of that moving forward, guys, is going to be Yang Hansen. He's going to be the driver of millions and millions of viewers abroad. And so for Portland, for the NBA, Yang Hansen's going to be a player to keep a very close eye on.
Crossing over borders. Thank you very much for the report, Shams.
That's not a bad shot, but this isn't really his shot.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. A look now at the leaderboard to see which teams had the toughest defenses this past season.
And their gritty mentality when it came to defense was really infectious. They were the best last year at holding opposing teams to low-scoring totals.
And he knocks down the first one. Krejci's checked in for Portland. Seattle also changing it up. Nance comes in for Banchero, and Max Christie subbed in for Zach Levine. Seattle trails by 6. Payton passes to Nance. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Well, I mean, listen, Fred Van Vliet, you can practically close his eyes. That's how comfortable he is out on the arc.
A minute 20 left in the first. Sharp passes to Henderson. And he drives in. From behind the arc. Nance pulls down the board. For Seattle, they've gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. The rebound by Krejci.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
He gets it in there.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
.44 seconds left in the opening quarter. Pass to Payton. Now Easton. On the wing, Payton. Defended by Murray. Payton passes to Eason. Clock at 6. Here's Van Vliet. Portland with a rebound. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
That's a game they'd like to put in the rearview mirror. They know they treated it a little too lightly.
They sleepwalked through that entire effort. Way too much talent on the roster for them to let that happen.
Van Vliet missing again. And so it's Drew Holiday making things happen for the Trailblazers. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Portland.
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Seattle trails by 5. It's Scoot and Sharp in at the 1 and the 2. Then it's Denny Avdia, and it's Krejci in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Levine, that one's good.
Levine's form is pure. That three-point shot is pretty.
So it's Portland now. When this one's over, they'll be off to Charlotte as they take on the Hornets. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. They get the rebound. Avdia from outside, and he buries his first look.
Boy, when this guy has got his rhythm, he can be tough to guard.
And Van Vliet has got the ball here for Seattle. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Trailblazers. We're at about the midway point of the group stage. A peek at where things stand in the NBA Cup.
Yeah, while there's still some time to make up ground, you have to make your move quick. There just aren't many group games left.
Trailblazers lead by 5. Here's Avdia. He chipped in with 13 points in his last game. Sharp has the open look. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2. Seattle shooting an average of 43% from the floor. As Shaedon Sharp continues to develop, he's proven that he's more than just a high flyer, Grant.
Yeah, we've seen the vicious dunks, but he's also got a pretty good touch as well. The upside potential for him is sky high.
And he makes it. Levine's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, there's the versatility Levine brings to your team. This guy can go on scoring runs and keep you afloat.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And the call will be against Fred Van Vliet. That'll be a second foul of the game.
In the first half, you want to stay aggressive, but you also want to be careful. That is his second foul already.
Portland making a switch here. Murray's checked in. Christie's checked in for Seattle. Now here's Henderson. He's scoreless. Three-pointer Sharp. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And you have to appreciate the heart they've shown on the offensive boards this quarter.
Van Vliet right side. Over Avdia. Van Vliet misses.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
In this league, you've got to have moves and counter moves. Grant, your toolkit was pretty complete coming in.
Well, you know, I tried to keep adding to it. It's like baseball. If they're struggling to hit your heater, that changeup will work even better. Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
Boy, guys, when you think of Denny Avdia, great positional size, versatile on both ends of the floor, and he's unafraid of the big stage.
Lillard's checked in for Portland. Paolo Banchero, he's checked in for Seattle. Now here's Payton. Here's Levine for 3. Avdia pulls it in. Pass to Henderson. Pulls up. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. And the Trailblazers lead by 11.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Looking at who's out there for Portland now. Klingon, he's checked in for Murray. Jeremy Grant comes in for Sharp. And Holiday subbed in for Henderson. Jaden McDaniels, he's checked in for Seattle.
Come on, this guy is one tough hombre. Fred Van Vliet is somebody you want on your side.
Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Drains the triple. Lillard's got 7 points.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Paolo Banchero is trying to become more vocal. He said being the best player on the team, you've got to speak up. You can't ever be quiet because at the end of the day, I'm a high-Q player. I see the game really well, and if I'm not out there talking the game, it's doing everyone a disservice. Back to you.
Outstanding. Allie, we appreciate the report. Seattle shooting their second attempt at the line tonight.
Banchero, a guy who not only has the frame, but he's got the mind and the work habits to be great in this league. Can't wait to watch.
Klingon. And that one is stuffed right through.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Seattle trails by 11. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Some room here for Holiday. Seattle pulls it in. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Knicks.
Yeah, and what was really impressive was they stayed patient. The shot selection was excellent, and you see the result.
Well, typically, Greg, great decision-making leads to great shooting percentages. I thought that team played a very smart game. Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here, really giving his team a lift.
For Seattle, they've gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Pass to McDaniels. Right side, Easton. Shot clock at 6. Here's Banchero. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. And there's the foul. It's on Zach LaVine. That's his first foul of the game. And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Sharp, he's checked in for Abdia. Seattle also changing it up. Jordan's checked in for Eason. Christie comes in for Zach LaVine. And it's Porter Jr. in for Van Vliet. Here's Holiday. Pass to Klingon. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
For a 7'2" guy like Donovan Klingon, it must be easy to jam it.
There's a minute 17 left to play in the first half. Porter the pass to Christie. Banchero surveys. 6 on the shot clock. And again, it's Seattle missing.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Oh, Grant throws it down.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Now here's Jordan. Still without a bucket. McDaniels from long range. You look at the career of Damian Lillard. He's provided some unforgettable moments, Grant.
Oh, yes, he has, B.A. And I remember you were on the call for one of those moments. That unfathomable series-ending buzzer beater he hit against the Thunder.
He misses the free throw.
Yeah, I think something that doesn't get appreciated enough is Lillard's patience. But he's not one to rush things or look for easy outs. He knows it takes hard work to succeed.
He hits the second from the line.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Porter, and it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts.
Nice job by Porter Jr. attacking the interior, going after a close-range shot.
And it's Lillard with the ball for Portland. There's the 3. Seattle pulls it in. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in the game. Christie finds Banchero. Paolo with the attack. 7 seconds left in the first half of this one. And here's Grant from the arc. Kept alive. Klingon. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
And so it's Portland, leading by 17 at the end of the period. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. We'll be right back.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
And taking a look at the Trailblazers, they've been one of the bigger disappointments so far in the early goings. Some people thought they might be an elite team, and we haven't seen that at all. But the good news is there's still plenty of room and time to turn it around.
And guys, let's move on and talk about that first half from Damian Lillard. He is having himself a game.
You know what time it is, Ernie? It's Dame time. Often, Ernie, it comes in the fourth quarter, but it might be daylight saving because he's starting early.
If it's daylight saving, that would explain why you showed up early for once. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Zach LaVine with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. And Seattle looking at who they've got. Zach LaVine out there with Kevin Porter. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then there's McDaniels. And it's Ben Carroll in at the power forward. Porter's shot is off. Portland leading by 17. Here's Abdia. Zach LaVine clears it away. McDaniels with it. Picked up by Grant. McDaniels can't hit.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Portland shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. Free throw good. Lillard. Well, the Trailblazers shooting 55% for the game so far. It's Abdia on the wing. Here's Klingon, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Yeah, and Klingon is a gigantic player. He is so difficult to keep off the glass at times.
Pass to McDaniels. Back to Porter. Fires from deep. And again, it's Seattle missing.
Nothing going his way. Boy, it feels like he's forcing it and to no avail.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. For three, here's Lillard. Pure from three-point range. Lillard's got 15 points.
Lillard gets so much lift on his three-pointers. It's almost effortless how he shoots.
And Seattle calls time here. And now a look at last season's most proficient free throw shooters. Second, Damian Lillard.
Very steady at the line. He's a guy who isn't rattled easily, and that shows in his free throw shooting numbers. For Seattle, they've gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Here's Porter.
Here's Levine for three, and he's now 6 for 11 after that one.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Good on the bucket. Lillard's got 17 points.
Yeah, Lillard is relentless on offense tonight, getting bucket after bucket for his team.
And so Porter will bring it up for Seattle. Here's Levine for three. The putback controls the rebound and the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
And Kevin Porter picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. Into the 3rd. 2 minutes in now. From 11 feet away. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. He's got 7.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Now here's Porter. Pass to Levine. And stolen by Holiday. A chance here to catch up with Alley from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Every team in the league is looking for a long, athletic wing defender, and the Portland Trail Blazers have been especially keen on stockpiling them. As they look to acquire their future franchise players, they want a ready-made roster full of versatile 3-and-D role players to surround them. Guys, back over to you.
A good strategy. Okay, Allie, good stuff. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Free throw good. Lillard. And here's Portland. They're on a 13-5 run. Outside for Grant. The assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. It's Scoot and Sharp in at the 1 and the 2. Then it's Murray and it's Krejci in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Such a wide open look.
Boy, that's his second three. First of this half, though.
And the call will be against Fred VanVleet. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And with the cap, many teams looking for cheap young players to fill the bench. How does that affect the mid-level vets?
Again, BA, I go back to how difficult roster construction and sustaining a quality roster are. The mention of youth here is about, listen, you have to hope your draft choices work out well, and you have to hope your young players develop quickly because they are on team-friendly contracts.
Now here's Levine. From deep. Sharp grabs the miss. And there's Murray. That one's good. On the assist from Sharp.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Just over a minute played here in the 4th. To the wing on the left. VanVleet outside. Christie passes to VanVleet. Back to Christie. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Portland with a rebound. Sharp's got 4 rebounds now. And the layup is good off the glass.
And his athleticism is big for Sharp in the post. And he can finish with either hand as well. So he'll get a lot of points down low there in his career.
Now here's Levine. And Scoot Henderson picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And they tell players your career is short. Maximize your earnings. But sometimes guys take less, Grant.
And you know, different things go into that. Winning. Comfort. And in some cases, you're talking legacy. You know, for those rare players who've been with one team their whole career.
Banchero's checked in for Seattle. Levine finds VanVleet. Lets a 3 fly. Levine can't hit. For Portland, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. Henderson misses. Seattle has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this 4th quarter. Here's Krejci. Uses the glass on the layup.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Here's Banchero. Portland with a rebound. With the drive, it's Sharp on the wing. Easton with a steal. In transition, here they come. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And you think about the Defensive Player of the Year award. It tends to go to big men. Any thought of dividing the award into 2? Maybe 1 for perimeter players and the other for big men?
Absolutely not, Brian. What we need to do is consider that the single most important thing it is for your defense nightly is guarding the best point guards or wings in the league. And the voters have got to understand it can't only be about big men.
Now here's Henderson. Portland moving it around. Love for 3. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's McDaniels, and the layup is good.
Yeah, Jaden McDaniels with a very good sense for when he should look to score it, especially in the painted area.
The Trailblazers have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this 4th quarter to fall. Sharp against McDaniels. Oh, wow! And down it goes. Jam that one home.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? Now here's Levine. And it's Portland with a rebound. Sharp's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside for Henderson. No good on the 3. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for Seattle. Doris, over the last few years, the NBA has done an outstanding job with replay, expanding its uses.
Well, you say outstanding job. For some, they would tell you that the replays and the reviews are taking far too long. For me, I have no problem with the time it takes because ultimately, these are game-deciding, series-deciding, and often job-deciding outcomes. Let's get it right.
We've got 1:48 left in the 4th quarter. Love passes to Sharp. Outside for Love. Five to shoot. Sharp, no good. For Seattle, they've gone 4 for 10 in the 4th.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Trailblazers.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with the win in the first game.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Damian Lillard.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense. Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Here's Levine. Portland making their last shot.
Well, that's surprising. This guy is a good mid-range shooter, just can't get it to go.
Pass to Sharp. Let's go with a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Jordan up top. Now Levine. 3-pointer. Sharp grabs the miss. Here's Krejci. So it's the Trailblazers winning this one easily, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Please get home safely.
Dame, for those of us watching, what does it feel like to be in a shooting groove like you were in tonight?
It feels like a workout. You know, when I'm doing my summertime workouts, even after practice sometimes, I'm just trying to get hot, you know, trying to get that rhythm. And that's what it feels like, you know, when you hold yourself to that standard of just making shots, being consistent at it and just getting hot, you know, and that's kind of what it felt like.
I can guarantee you none of our workouts feel like that. But thanks for the show tonight, Dame.
All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team off. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Damian Lillard.
Good evening, everyone. The NBA season is still young, but there's a buzz in the air for this game of the NBA Cup. I'm Kevin Harlan here at the table with me, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. Mark Williams is out there with Royce O'Neal. Then there's Dylan Brooks. Then there's Jalen Green. Let's be at the one. And for Seattle, Zach LaVine is out there with Porter. Then it's Paolo Banchero. Then there's McDaniels. And it's Jordan in at the center, filling out the middle. Tip-off goes to Seattle. RJ, when you were playing in this league, how long did it take you into a new season to find your rhythm?
Honestly, once I made my first shot of the season, I felt okay. It's something about making that first shot that feels like the season has gotten started.
Phoenix with the ball after the basket by Seattle. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The Suns shooting their first foul shot of the night. And the technical free throw is good. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, nobody is quite sure just how the partnership of Devin Booker and Jalen Green will play out in the desert. They were just one of 3 backcourts to average 20 points per game each last season. But with so many overlapping qualities, it's not the most obvious fit. But many in the league feel that Green could mold himself actually after Booker, and that gives the Suns another potential offensive focal point. Everyone around the league is curious to see how they'll make this work, guys.
Sure. Thank you very much for the from deep here. Gillespie, the pass to Williams. Green deciding where to go with it. Here's Brooks. And outside LaVine. Outside Porter. Pass to Banchero. Good and a nice.
This is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
Porter with the steal. Jumps up. And then LaVine with the jam.
Uh-oh, Zach LaVine, he's already won multiple.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Pass to Green. Right side, Williams. Shoots over McDaniel. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Oh, wow. Okay, we're going to start the game with 4 straight misses. Look, that's about as rough as it gets. It'll get going soon.
Here's Banchero. Jordan. Rebound by the Suns. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And they backed it up with their play, got production from everyone, and they were able to walk the walk on the offensive end.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at Seattle, they've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And checking out Phoenix, 3 games behind.
And I think for Seattle, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
Here's Banchero following the basket by Jalen Green. LaVine for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Banchero.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. LeBron James talked winning teams. He said to be successful, you got to have one, possibly two stars, but at the end of the day, you have to have those soldiers around them. You got to have the supporting cast and the rest of those guys that are going to be ready to go. Back to you, Kevin.
Yep, a team effort. Allie LaForce with that report. Great job as always, Allie. Thanks.
Inside, outside, mid-range, Brooks has the accuracy to make whatever look he gets work for him.
In the corner, it's Levine. Three-pointer, drills it from outside. Levine's got 11 points.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Here's Gillespie. No good off the back of the rim.
It is a shame to see a high percentage look go to waste. He'll be hearing about this one in the locker room, I'm sure. You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
O'Neal wide open. And Williams is right there.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. And the first time out of the game called for Seattle. Tari Eason's checked in for Seattle. Fred VanVleet comes in for Kevin Porter. 1:29 left to play here in the first. Crosses over. Levine, that's good. 13 points in the game.
The belief of Levine, willing to do that in a game, whew, man.
.114 left to play in the first quarter. You know, RJ, when you think of the top scorers in the NBA, Zach LaVine can get overlooked.
Yeah, Levine's career scoring average is over 20 points a game. We're talking about under 100 guys have done that in league history.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Pass to Iguodaro.
They've moved the ball tonight because of this selfless approach. They are piling up the assists.
On the court for the Suns. They've got Dunn. Also Fleming out there. And it's Goodwin in at the 2 guard. Now Eason. Still without a basket. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line. A lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone look. Those in a game come in. Here's Green. 18 points for him. Out to Brooks. Shot clock at 6. The three ball connects from three-point range. He's got 12.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Things are firing on all cylinders for them right now. We'll see if they can keep it going.
Porter looking it over. McDaniels outside. And the three off target.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
There's Green with the three. And it's Seattle with the rebound. Jordan's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. On the wing, Levine. Brooks covering. Levine gets the bucket. Levine's got 21.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And here's Phoenix. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Brooks with a screen on Levine. Here's Green. Nice D from Levine. Seattle leading by 10. Porter kicks to McDaniels. Here's Banchero for three. Rebound by the Suns. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That game is the first and last of their homestand. For Phoenix, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. And timeout called by Jordan Ott. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Tari Eason's checked in for Seattle. And a change for the Suns. Goodwin's checked in for Jalen Green.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
McDaniels outside. Inside. Jordan can't get it to go. Suns trail by 7. And it's Goodwin in the corner. It's good from long range. Goodwin's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Here's Porter, and he finishes nicely on the layup. And Seattle leads by 6.
They are just killing them on the interior.
1:37 left to play in the third. Pass to Gillespie. Lets it go with a 3. And the Suns another 3.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Eason. It's Porter outside. Phoenix grabs the miss. Williams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Brooks. Here's Gillespie. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got his third assist on the night. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Seattle. Here's Levine. Rebound by Williams.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
Goodwin with it. McDaniels picks him up. And it's Brooks in the corner. Another three for Phoenix.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Seattle calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them. And what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page, woo.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Setting the floor for the Suns, they've got Fleming. Goodwin out there with Jalen Green. Then there's Dunn, and it's Iguodala in at the 5. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Max Christie. That is his first foul of the game. Dunn sets a screen for Goodwin. Wants to get it to Dunn and does. Here's Iguodala. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn.
Yeah, clutch play there when you can get to the rack.
Reading the defense, sensing the open, he does not hesitate.
Here's Peyton, and Peyton throws it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. Game like this.
From deep, Green, and it's Seattle with the rebound. They led by as many as Van Vliet passes to Banchero, so they take the lead. And Seattle leads by 2.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Suns, Iguodaro.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
Van Vliet up top. In the corner, it's Eason. Fires the 3. The shot's good from Christie.
Down the stretch that win you ball game.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And Seattle making a change here. Jordan's checked in. O'Neal's checked in for Phoenix. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to the Suns coach address his team. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Van Vliet outside. Three-pointer, Peyton. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Seattle leading by 4. Back to Banchero. Corner, no good.
He hit. Hasn't had anything since.
You can sense the urgency from them now. They were flat in that first half, but they've come out here and
Drills the 3.
and creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Levine outside. From outside, down it goes for 3.
And Zach LaVine just commands the ball in these big moments. You want a guy that can not only take that shot, but make that shot.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. One to miss. He's able to hit the second one, and that puts them up by 5. Seattle has gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. Drained from outside.
ICE. Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Levine, who brings it up for Seattle. Launches it. Williams with the rebound. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Green.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
And Seattle shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Levine against Green. Oh, the dunk!
Answering the call. Zach Levine, he wants the ball late. He wants to be the go-to guy.
Here's Green. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock. Nice touch there near the hoop.
Game could be on the line right here.
It's now or never.
And it's Levine stepping up. Zach's grown into this role during his time in the league.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Gets them to fall, and those are huge free throws. It's now a 2-possession game.
And down goes the free.
Levine has always seen himself as a top-tier player, and he continues to prove it with his play.
And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
And the second of 2 is good. That will put them up by 2. Seattle calls timeout. What do you think we're going to see here?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3. But they'll probably try for a 2, but if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
Here's Levine. Oh, that was a 2-hander.
We see this time and time again from Levine. He has the ability to put the offense on his shoulders.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Now Green. Williams, a screen on Levine.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And so it's Phoenix who scrape by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Jalen Green.